Have you ever wished to be someone who is unshakable? Someone who doesn't care about criticism, rejection, loss, or betrayal? Have you ever dreamed of the day when you will finally stop feeling that silent pain, that anguish that eats you up inside, even when you pretend to be fine on the outside? Maybe you're tired of trying to please everyone, of maintaining an image that requires strength all the time, when in reality, all you wanted was to rest just for a moment from the pressure of being untouchable. But let me tell you something that perhaps no one has had the courage to say. As long as you try to avoid pain, it will continue to control you. What hurts you is not the event itself, but the wound inside you that it touches. And the more you try to control pain, the more it ends up controlling you. From childhood, we're conditioned to believe that being strong means hiding pain. So we become performers. We laugh when we want to cry. We say, "I'm fine," when we're breaking inside. But what we're doing is surviving, not healing. Emotional trauma often begins with a crack, a forgotten memory, a moment of neglect, a feeling of not being enough. Later, when someone betrays or criticizes you, it doesn't create new pain. It reopens that existing crack. This is why the pain feels so overwhelming. You're not just reacting to now. You're reliving everything from before. People think, if I act right, stay calm, look strong, I won't get hurt. But this is an illusion. Control is not protection. It's a prison. The more you cling to controlling your environment and others, the more you amplify your fear. You're not reacting to the world, you're reacting to your unconscious. What you haven't faced within yourself continues to control you in silence. Carl Jung's work revolves around the shadow self, the collection of parts we've rejected, denied, or never examined. When someone makes us feel small, scared, or furious, it often has less to do with them and more to do with our inner ghosts. Your unconscious holds forgotten pain, unmet needs, and hidden desires. These parts cry for attention through sudden anger, deep sadness, self-sabotage, anxiety during peace. These are not flaws, they are signals. But instead of listening, most people suppress them. They take pills, distract themselves, binge, scroll endlessly, anything but sit with the discomfort. The problem is, whatever you repress gets stronger. The unconscious is like a shadow that grows darker the more you avoid the light. Pretending not to care isn't strength. It's emotional numbness. The armor we build to protect ourselves also keeps healing out. This section critiques modern stoicism. People say, "I don't care anymore," or "nothing affects me," as if apathy equals power. But inside, they're still reacting. They're still hurt. They've just hidden the hurt behind performance. This emotional armor, pride, distance, coldness, becomes a shield not just against pain, but against truth and growth. You can't be fully alive if you're numb. You can't connect if you're always pretending. Healing isn't the absence of emotion. It's the presence of understanding. When you recognize why something hurts, you take back the power. You stop reacting blindly. You can hurt without being ruled by that pain. That's what makes you unshakable. True strength isn't about perfection. It's about becoming whole. And wholeness means embracing both light and shadow. Carl Jung's concept of individuation means becoming your full self, not just the version you show others. Most people live as fragments, the good parts up front and the messy or dark parts hidden. But healing demands integration, not cutting out your anger or fear, but understanding them. Not erasing your past, but making peace with it. When you stop pretending to be strong and start being real, something powerful shifts. You stop living to be approved by others. You stop hiding from your truth. And once you integrate all parts of you, the kind, the wounded, the ashamed, the hopeful, nothing external has the power to define or destroy you anymore. That's real freedom. That's true emotional immunity. The only thing that can truly protect you is awareness, not avoidance, not strength, not pretending. This is the emotional climax. All the pain you've run from, all the confusion, all the suffering, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're ready to awaken. Carl Jung's quote, "What you resist persists. What you accept transforms," is the essence of this journey. Avoidance keeps you stuck. Awareness sets you free. Because when you understand your pain, your triggers, and your patterns, the world can no longer use them against you. You still feel, you still fall, but you know who you are. And that knowing is stronger than any rejection, any betrayal, any loss. You don't become untouchable by becoming harder. You become untouchable by going deeper, by living from the depths, not the surface, by diving into your truth, not performing a role.